Well, that took some preparation. Jesus. Well, seems like I'm alone for now. I don't know for how long, honestly. Jesus Christ, I should stop talking to myself. I mean, we are on time, aren't we? Yeah, we're on time. So yeah. Hi guys! Hey, I see. Okay, now people have started coming, actually. Okay. I'm doing great. How are you? Honestly, I mean, I am so hyped for this, just like last time. Yeah, I mean, I'm hyped for this Sabbat, this live stream, because I'm kind of just doing it off the bat now. Oh goodness sake. Yeah, what is this Samhain live stream? Hi guys. I can't start off before I start off before I said hi to every single one of you. Although I know at some point I have to get moving. So, guys, here's the deal. I am sort of just jumping into this, not completely sure how this will turn out, because I was thinking that by the time I started this live stream, I'd be able to have prepared everything. But the fact of the matter is, no, I have not prepared everything, but that leaves a great opportunity, and that opportunity is to prepare with you guys along the way. Yeah, happy Samhain, by the way. I forgot to say that. Why did I forget to say that? Anyway, also another question. Do you hear me properly? Because I was actually thinking of using my headphones, but it's, the iPad is kind of far away, so it'd be impractical, so I refrain from using it, but, no, Aurora, it's not Christmas, it's Samhain. Get your facts straight. Is it a little low? Okay, okay, let's try it out. Okay, so you can hear me, but some of you hear it's kind of low. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give this a shot. Okay. Sorry if I'm invading personal space. Let's try this. Do you hear me properly now? Is like the audio decent now? Is it like doable? Okay, that's great. I mean, so it sounds like the audio is better this way. So let's try it this way. What was I thinking of doing first? You see, I've written a plan for Samhain, but I was kind of thinking how I should start this. Okay, I can see a lot of you guys are being like, yes, this audio is a lot better. So let's go for that one. If you see something weird in the background, it's just my kitchen. And I tried to the best of my ability to clean it, but yeah, I'm kind of messy. So, first of all, let me introduce you to my pumpkin. I know, it's a very open expression, isn't it? Like big eyes and big mouth. I honestly haven't cut a lot of pumpkins before. I think I've only done it with my family, and this one I did myself. So it was like inspired by the internet. Yes, Pumpkin says hi. Hi guys. Hi guys. This is like a cat-inspired pumpkin, or like a vampire cat-inspired pumpkin. The eyes were supposed to be a little bit different, but there are these teeth. Look at the teeth, vicious teeth, and the big eyes. Hey Varden, happy Samhain. Oh, and I just see so many of you coming on now. That's amazing. All right, I'm so glad to see that so many of you could come. Okay, so what I was thinking of doing first was to light the candle inside the pumpkin. I don't know about you guys, but I get this kind of feeling when I light the candle inside the pumpkin that this lid over here, I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm kind of scared about like this heating up too much, but that's probably just me. I mean, I've seen a lot of pumpkins have the light inside of it while it's still closed. But yeah, I don't know about you guys. Also, let me just say one thing. I know that it's Beltane for some of you, and I see that some of you are, I don't know, maybe you're not, 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 I see that some of you are writing that. Happy Beltane to you guys. I mean, I just say Samhain because that's what it's for me, and I don't know what it's like celebrating Beltane at this time of year. So yeah. You know what, Maya? It would be a smart idea if you took out the light first. But I didn't think of that. So, and this live stream is all about KittyMoon trying to... What just happened? Okay, never mind. I guess the light was just, nah, I'm out. I'm out. Okay. The match was just like, you know, I don't want to do this. Let's grab a new one. Okay, this is kind of what I'm like improvising. Thanks, Aurora. Thanks. Yeah, good job. Yeah, I didn't mean to, okay? Okay, that was the light's fault. It was the match's fault. Yeah, I know, right? That's what happens. Like, some matches just, they just don't live long. But let's try this now. Here is the moment of truth, guys. This, you know, you're a doable match. Sorry, other match, for dying so fast. But it's not my fault. Let's be honest. Okay. Come on. Insert light. No, don't burn my pumpkin! No! Okay. Wait, have I done it now? I think I did it. I think I did it, guys. Look at this! Oh my gosh! The pumpkin is lit! Yay! Yay! That's amazing. I love it. Woo! Thank you guys, by the way, those of you who commented my pumpkin. Still trying to push it a little bit forward, though. There. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now, Mr. or Mrs. Pumpkinhead, I don't know, will now sit here and just pay attention, I guess. So, and then put the match back into the box, because that's what I do. I don't know if that's something you do. I'm genuinely curious. Like, I put used matches back into the box. Anyway, that's just a little extra question for you guys to answer if you feel like it. Now I am going to put up my Samhain plan. So, I should probably use my phone to bring up the chat, because I really want to, like, see your guys' chat long term for this entire thing. Talk about being clumsy for this. I didn't really think about it that way. Click on my beautiful face on the thumbnail right there. And there you go. Okay, so you guys have some interesting input here. Whoa, okay, wait. One thing I like to do with the pumpkin seeds from the carved pumpkins is to roast them and eat them. They are great. That is actually really relevant, because take a look at this. The pumpkin seeds are not ready for this. See, I actually saved the pumpkin seeds from the pumpkin, this pumpkin. I felt like there is potential in these seeds, and I didn't feel like I could throw them away. Ooh, pumpkin seeds, go away. So, here are the pumpkin seeds, basically. So, I'm actually thinking, since you mentioned roasting them, you know, maybe I'll actually consider it, but I will be using some of the seeds for the spells and the ritual I will be doing, which we can finally probably get into my plans. So, my overall... Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, I see leftovers from dinners, I see things outside, and I will pick it up, and I will think, like, I can use this for something. But then, sometimes I find a use for them, sometimes I don't, and when I do, it's like a good thing, because then instead of buying something new or using something you wouldn't have to use otherwise, you can use something that's already there. So that's very nice. Anyway, my overall plan for this Sabbat is 2 spells, I think. I wish I could like put it at leave it at like 1 spell, because I truly believe that the spell needs time and energy and concentration to manifest, so you can't be focusing on multiple things at a time. Protection spells, binding, cleansing. Sadly, I broke it. Oh. Oh, goodness. So, I mean, I'm thinking of doing multiple spells. That was my original plan, but I'm not sure. But all of them are banishing spells. And one is for procrastination. It's just horrible, honestly. The second thing I was thinking was, oh, cravings. Cravings. Oh, goodness. Cravings. I'm talking cravings like food, especially. But I generally just recently, I feel like I have had less control of my, I have had less self-discipline. That's kind of weird, actually, because I made that video. I made that video called My Healthy Lifestyle and how it's relevant to my pagan practice. But yeah, ever since I made that video, I was like, I'm gonna eat a little bit extra chocolate spread today. And yeah, it's been going on for a few days, honestly. There's nothing to hide. That's just how it is. Oh yeah. I'm glad to hear I'm not alone on this one, because it's seriously horrible when you're trying to just accomplish something health-wise. And when it comes to procrastination, like, I want to achieve things academically. I want to get things done. I know that there are so many things I need to do, and sometimes I just can't get them done. Like, I've been trying to balance singing classes, writing, video making, like, everything. And then there's school and tests, and today I had freaking math at school. So I'm also thinking of doing a little bit of cleansing, but basically procrastination, cravings. And the third thing I was thinking was actually regrets. Banish some of those negative feelings you have every once in a while. That's also one of my reasons, actually, for doing cleansing, because, when I'm sitting in math class, it's kind of, I try my best, and I try to show, respect for the teacher, and it's like, I know what it's like standing up in front of a classroom, and honestly, like, I'm just being there, and I'm like, hey, teacher, I'm doing my very best, but then it's torture inside. It's like, and I need to get that out of my body, honestly. Anyway, am I not no, I'm not procrastinating right now. I'm just rambling on about things that are not really relevant, kind of. But I hope it's fine that we chat a little bit and just have that conversation. Ooh. I see you guys have some interesting input here. Keep it coming. It's interesting. I really, really enjoy it. Except for the spells, there are a few other activities, and there is a ritual. I will keep the ritual very simple, because I am doing spells. Ritual's a great thing, but it doesn't have to last for long, and yeah, so I will keep that short. But my 2 main focuses, actually, I came to the conclusion that my 2 main focuses for this year's ritual will be appreciation and the cycle of life. I'm talking change, like the change of the seasons, everything that's change related, and like the cycle of life, if you will. Life, death, rebirth. Doesn't really matter how you look at that, but it's kind of like that. And then appreciation for all those things. And also appreciating all that I have had, all that's yet to come this coming winter, because winter, as a lot of you may know, is a challenging season for me, so I really have to be conscious about what I appreciate about this season, and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like the spell ritual part of it. We have already done one of the activities, which is like the jack-o'-lantern or jack-o'-cat, as I like to call it now, because it was just inspired by cat. The cat. Just a cat. Just a vampire cat. It should have had ears. But that's kind of difficult to carve out of a pumpkin, isn't it? But we've done that. I've also written down make a cord. And I'm talking about just taking 3 strings of thread. Yeah, like 3 pieces of thread, and then just, what is braiding? Just braiding them together while thinking of your intention, and ideally I should have had different colors. Wait. Hello! Hello! Hello, Susanna. So what was I thinking now? I lost track now. Yes, it was the cord. Just gosh, I completely fell off now. Anyway, yeah, the cord. So that's basically one thing I was thinking of, but that's not the most important thing. But I think that one of the most important activities is actually making soup. I know, making food. I am not that great in the kitchen, but I have this recipe that I kind of experimented with, and I know I'm not the only one who has done it. Like, it's tomatoes and chives, basically. And I know that there are millions of recipes out there for, like, tomato soups and with, like, chives and stuff, but I kind of just experimented on that one. Yeah, it's tomatoes and chives. It's what I called it, basically. It's just a combination of tomatoes and chives. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Cider! You made cider? Oh, goodness, what kind of cider? Because I'm 17 years old, I don't drink alcohol, but like cider. Cider without alcohol. Okay, I'm getting carried away. Those are amazing drinks. But anyway, yeah, tomatoes and chive soup. Yeah, there was chives, tomatoes, water, salt, oil. That's basically it. And I was actually wondering if you guys wanted to join me making it. I don't know if you guys want to see a cooking show tonight. Samhain cooking show. I mean, it's not a very unique recipe, but like, honestly, I just like to make small, tiny meals. And, like, just use that as part of the celebration to, like, feel like, just to feel like it's part of the celebration and part of that appreciation. That whole, yeah. So I see a lot of you guys want to see some cooking. Yay! I'm actually really hyped about that one if we can get it done, which I definitely think we should do, like, in a few seconds. So I think that will be great. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I am 17. And I'm having a great time being 17. Like, you're so close to being 18, but you're not. Are there a few other things I should introduce before we start getting to the cooking? I don't think so. I can show you the other things I've got right here. Can you guys see what this is? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? Putting it over here. Can you see it? No? No input yet? I'll give you guys a chance to guess that, and then I've got some jasmine incense. I was thinking of using that for the cleansing part. So, you guys see this? Okay, I mean... Okay, so you guys see it. Obviously. No, this is an ocarina, actually. I got it from the medieval fair that I was talking so fondly about earlier this year. So yay. I don't have skills. Let me just warn you. But I'll try, if you want to hear it, of course. Let's see. Basic skill, blowing into it. Yay! I used to try to play Song of Storms. Ah! You know, I used to play piano and clarinet, but I don't have ocarina skills. Let me try and sing, no, I mean play the scale. I think there's something weird about the ocarina right now because it doesn't have like a thick sound right now, but looks like a plastic avocado. Yeah. Well, it's actually not plastic, it's Ow! Jeez. What do you call it in English? I've completely forgotten. It's you know when you have those round tables and then you spin it and then you shape it. I've completely forgotten what it's called. It's like, don't mind me, guys. Clay, yeah, ceramic. I don't know how you pronounce that in English actually, but it's clay, yeah. This is me trying to navigate English and Norwegian at the same time. In Norwegian, it's called keramikk. Keramikk. It's basically the same. Yeah, so it's clay, and then it's colored with like this blue thing. So I was thinking of using that as kind of like chanting kind of thing, like raise energy. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I get it's Mick, but I don't get if it's an S sound or if it's a K sound. Like, yeah. Yeah, love Norway. Love Norway. Thank you, guys. Anyway, I'm getting kind of bored of me sitting here. You're probably getting bored of me sitting here. Let's go to the kitchen, which we're already inside. But let's get to the counter, shall we? Gotta move this away. I was kind of nervous about this actually because, as I said, I'm not clean at all. So, let me just try this. See how this goes. And I hope service here or something. Let's try this. Yo. Okay, I think we got this. Oh, so it's ceramic. Okay, I see you guys. I see it. Why do I spend so much time getting into things, honestly? Anyway, this is my pan. I know, it looks very ugly right now. I don't know what happened to it, but like, honestly, just sometimes it happens, I guess. Oh, sir. Thank you guys for my vocabulary, and I kind of forget those kind of small details. Oh, okay, I see some of you are leaving. Bye, guys. For those of you who are leaving. Anyway, we're gonna get to cooking now. It has some extra, like, what is it called? You know, fat in it. That was on purpose, by the way, so that we can kind of get started. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember this recipe by heart. If not, I do have it written down. I am using these small tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is going to be a very tiny dish. It's only going to be for me. So, yeah, 6. Let's, la 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 la. Thinking music 2.0. Okay, let's see if I can make you guys see this. You can see it now, right? Yeah. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, it's what you would call a cherry tomato. Cherry tomato, absolutely. Now I should have washed this, I guess. Be right back. I'm going to just give me a sec. La 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 la. There you go. And, okay, let's see here. I think that's all we need for now. Cherry tomatoes. I should probably get the chives. Smart me. Ha. Okay, I can see some of you are saying that there are some connection problems. Maybe it's because of my internet connection here. I'm not quite sure. But can you still hear me? Are you guys, okay. Still good? It's still good? Seems like it. Is this it? You know, I have to take a look at this, honestly. I'm starting to think ingredients are getting a little bit old, but I'm not sure. So, I mean, I think this is what you would call a chive in English. I mean, maybe this is not what I'm looking for. Honestly, I'm not good in the kitchen, guys. I'm sorry about that. But this is at least what I need for the recipe. So, I'm thinking as we're cutting up. Huh. Looks like a leak. Huh. Oh well. I'm gonna have to change the name of this recipe then because, I mean, I guess I do use different ingredients from time to time. You know, all depending. So right now I'm just using this. And, yeah, but you guys are going to be tired of me chopping up things, so, if you guys have any questions, then I guess now would be the time. Yeah, you know, food is food. Absolutely right, guys. Food is food, basically. That is if you have any questions, because I was thinking of maybe touching on something specific, but now it doesn't quite come to mind. Yeah, I know, right? I think it is going to be yummy. I'm really, really, really looking forward to this. Okay, you guys have questions? What am I planning for the banishing spell? What I am planning for the banishing spell, that's actually a really great question. As I mentioned earlier, I am thinking of using seeds, the pumpkin seeds, or some of them at least. And I'm actually thinking of using them to, like, it's like how you use bones and stones and that kind of stuff. I like to use it to infuse my bad habits into it and then put it into the earth. I mean, if I put pumpkin seeds into the earth, I might risk growing pumpkins. But if that really does happen, like, I'm not sure how all these planting stuff works, but I mean it's good either way, isn't it? So that's pretty much what I've got planned, honestly. I may add some extra to it, like some candles and some chanting, or at least some music to it, but I'm actually just thinking of focusing my attention into kind of like the pumpkin seeds, and these are kinds of things that I just say, actually, to be quite honest. Do you like rats? I'm thinking of getting some. I I love animals. I'll be honest, but the thing is, I have a vicious creature in the house. It's called a cat. I love cats to death. They're just my companions. I feel like they're my companions wherever I see them. And I've wanted to have dogs. I've wanted to have rats. Mice-like creatures. But for me, the cat always wins the day. So while I do like other animals, including rats, I actually like rats, I think, more than mice, because rats are, I think, they're more intelligent or something. Um, it's surprising. It's surprising how smart they are. And but yeah, as I said, I could never have a rat as long as I have a cat, but I do like rats. What inspired you to um what's inspired you to make YouTube? What inspired me to make YouTube? I mean, I made my YouTube channel, the YouTube channel My Pagan Life, um a few I said a few months after I had started Wicca. Now, that remains undefined. Like, I don't know what a few months actually means. I don't know if it means closer to a year. I don't know if it means like 2, 3, 4 months. But it's so yeah. And the reason why that's relevant, and the reason why I'm actually saying this, is because I was at the beginning of my journey, and the purpose of My Pagan Life has always been to be on that journey. As I've said in multiple videos, I think the purpose is simply to share what I know with others and help other people grow, in hopes that other people can help me grow in my practice, because it it's a constant learning process, right? So that's what inspired me to do YouTube, is to connect to more people in my community and to help me grow, and then hopefully help others grow in the process, which I hope I have been able to do thus far. I feel like I've been successful in doing that, but I mean, that's pretty much up to the audience to decide, as well as me, because it's about all of us. Um, but yeah, that's what inspired me to do YouTube. And also, I love YouTube. I just love making videos. I've had like one channel before My Pagan Life. It didn't really hit off with anyone because it was a weird channel. I just did random stuff. um, so yeah. What's the meaning of the pentagram? I mean, the pentagram, it depends on what you mean by pentagram. It's a very confusing thing, actually. We Wiccans refer to the pentagram as the pentacle. Some people define the pentacle as the upright star, whereas the pentagram is the inverted version of that star, and the circle around it and stuff. And some people define it differently, like the pentacle and the pentagram is the difference between the star with the circle and the star without the circle. But I'm going to assume you mean the pentacle, as in the star, the five-pointed star with a circle in it. By the way, guys, I'm putting the tomatoes into the pan now. Okay, where was I? So as the pentacle, as like the five-pointed star with a circle around it, I mean, what's the meaning of it? It's a very good question. Like, what comes to mind is protection. It's basically what it stands for. It stands for a lot of things. The pentacle has been used in Christianity and has been used to represent different things. And in that sense, I guess it represents Jesus or God and that kind of stuff. But it is most traditionally in Wicca associated with protection and that kind of stuff. Okay. Back to the rats question. Yes, rats are very intelligent.
Uh, also groom themselves as much as a cat. Well, I learned something new today. Although, kind of, I mean, I guess I kind of could have figured that out, but like I never thought about it. So thank you for bringing it to my attention. Um, do you work with runes? By the way, numerous jazz. Thank you. I mean, like, if I deserve more subscribers, I'm not sure myself, but like, I'm very happy about how I'm growing recently. Anyway, do you work with runes? It depends on what you mean by work with runes. In a sense, I do. In a sense, I don't. I do not have a rune set. I am fascinated by runes. I have a rune necklace, but I don't have a set of runes, as I said. So, in that sense, I guess I do and don't at the same time. But in the grand scheme of things, I do. Um, would you ever consider finding your knowledge of Wicca slash paganism for a career? Ha! That's a great question. You know, I've actually thought about that. Um, I just realized it would be better for me to take a chair. Trying to reach it. There you go. Does this work? Ah! Oh, it actually works! Yay! Why didn't I think of that before? Um, kind of waiting for this to get ready. Would I ever consider using it for a career? It depends on what you mean by that. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is teacher. And I'm talking school teacher, coven kind of thing. In that sense, I don't know. But as I accumulate more knowledge and wisdom over the years, I guess, I will be able to maybe use it for something. Like, I mean, like a writer uses his or her knowledge in writing books, writing stories, or uh, using it for something else. I mean, I would love to do that, and I feel like that's what I'm sort of doing right now. I do not consider this YouTube channel my career. That's not it. This is a hobby of mine. I do put a lot of effort into it, so I do have ads on my videos now because as a high school student and considering how much effort I put into this channel these days, I gotta be honest. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but I really appreciate all that I get, and so it pays off in all directions. Um, I wish I could do something like this for my career, but you know, this niche, paganism, Wicca, and witchcraft as a niche or niche, depending on how you pronounce it, and this YouTube thing combined can be a good and a tricky thing because it's easier to make something out of YouTube like that, but I mean that would be amazing, but I realized this thing couldn't be a full-time job, at least not at this point, so but I would love to have a job where I can use my knowledge of Wicca, paganism, and witchcraft. Yeah, I know YouTube is a career, but you need to have a significant amount of views, a significant audience, more specifically, and thank you guys, by the way, for all the nice compliments. You know, the comments. I really appreciate it. As I said, I just can't say it enough. Like, I would like to do something that has to do with Wicca, paganism, and witchcraft. What are you studying? I am studying, I am, like, attending this school, a path, of, like, regular school. It's, like, regular school, and then there's, like, an extra elective, I guess you can say, like, an extra subject that you sort of chose. I went for media and communication, as it's called. Medier og kommunikasjon, as it's called in Norwegian. And so my study path it's basically the same as a lot of other people's. It's just that other people have other elective subjects or other subjects like music, drama, dance, and all these other things, but I have media and communication. I basically work with cameras, I work with Adobe softwares, and I think the brilliant thing about that is that it's a practical skill. It's very useful, and not only that, but the genius thing is that I am putting it into practice a lot more often. I put it into practice by using it on YouTube, for example. This is my hobby, and it is also a potential career that you can there are potential careers you can get with that kind of skill. And I love academics. Everything that is not math. I love social science. I love those kinds of things, but I have one major tip for you when it comes to choosing a career, a practical skill, uh, like being able to use a camera. You know, these are things that people can't necessarily do themselves. They can pay you for it. Like, even at my age, I can like go to my aunts and uncles and be like, hey, do you want me to help you with this project? So yeah, I realize this is supposed to be a Samhain video, so I shouldn't be talking about that too much, honestly. If you had, if you had the chance to travel the world, with what country would you first visit and why? Uh, Good question. I'll come back to that when I get some water. Let's try to wing it. Gonna put the water in here. Yay! Okay, done. It's not obviously not done, but getting there. So back to the question. Yeah, if you had the chance to travel the world, oh my gosh, I have been thinking a lot about this. I know this is not Samhain related. This is becoming like a Q video, a Q&A video. Oh goodness. But I would go to the US, I would go to China, or I would go to Japan, most likely. I would maybe go back to Iceland, but I've been there before. I've also been in China before, but that was like years ago. Like years and years ago. One thing I know, this is gonna sound so weird, this is gonna sound so corny, but if I had gone to the US, I know that I could have been just like, I don't know, how do I go about saying this without it sounding creepy and without it sounding naive? I could be like, I could hit you guys up on my pagan life, and I could go to the YouTube channel and I could be like, yo guys, I'm going to the US. Where do you guys live? Like, what state? I want to know, because I mean, I think that would be an interesting thing. I think the most interesting thing about going to the US is that I could learn about the place where most of my viewers reside, which is America. Um, how about Australia? Australia, I'm kind of scarred from some programs. I mean, the impression I get is that Australia has a lot of dangerous animals and stuff, but I know it's an amazing country. I mean, I've heard a lot about it too, that's positive, but like, I mean, what can you do in Australia? Tell me in the comments, in the chat room below. So, like, do that. Could you write a book on Wicca? I would love to. Trust me, I would. But I have to wait maybe a little bit longer. But yeah, I would love to write a book on Wicca. Were you ever in Germany? If not, I recommend it. I have been to France, I've been to Spain, I've been to Mallorca, but I've not been to Germany. Weirdly, strangely enough, I haven't. And I think I would love that. I also have a family that's very familiar, or a mother, parents that are very familiar with Germany, speak fluent German and all that stuff. Whew, that would be amazing. Sometimes I also wish I could speak German, but I prioritize Chinese. I'm actually singing a German song in singing class right now. It's amazing. I'm training to be a herbalist. You are training to be an herbalist. Yeah. Good on you. Like, I respect you. Dang straight. I don't have my damn straight hat right now. How are you not afraid of other finding out your channel? That is, if you are a closeted witch, or just like afraid of getting made fun of. Oh, you have no idea. I'm not all that scared, but I have friends that make fun of me. I take it as a joke, and that's the thing, right? Like my as a yo, you can't call yourself a witch. Maya's the witch here, and it's like a fun joke. The fact that I'm a Wiccan and especially a witch has become a joke amongst my friends and amongst my peers, and it's like, but when people find my channel, or when I tell people like, yeah, I do YouTube in my spare time, so I don't hide. Oh yeah, what are you doing on your YouTube channel? I'm just like, I do videos on religion and spirituality. And then they're just like, oh cool, what is, some of them are content with that, some of them are like, okay, but what? And I'm like, it's called Wicca. And they're just like, oh, is it the thing we learned about in 10th grade? I'm like, yeah. And I've had this one friend who's just like, no, I don't like Wicca. I don't like Wicca. It's just weird. We just saw this program in class, right? And it was just so weird. I was like, is that a joke? Because I'm standing right here, and you know it. So I'm assuming that what he said was a joke, actually. But you can never be too sure. I like my soup salty, by the way. But yeah, kinda scared, kinda not. I don't hide it, but it's an awkward situation can be. Wait, okay, Aurora, the only one making fun of Maya is me. So, she's Gucci? What? It's a friend of mine. Just meh. A lot of interesting responses. I'm sorry that I spend so much time answering questions. Like, yeah. Um, okay, so I got some input on USA, on Australia. Maybe I will maybe I will consider going to Australia one time. I know my mother's been there. She studied there. I think she had a very amazing experience there. I think that if I suggested Australia, she'd be like, I'd be down for that. If you know what I'm saying. I think I'm cooking my food too much. Let's put in some more fad. I call it fad. Yeah, I know. Judge me. I know I know that like if I had made a video on this, I would have said this is a Samhain soup. So put your intention into it. I know. I mean, to me it's all about intention. It's like you can never go wrong with good intentions, can you? And then you have those people out there who say that I'm a fluff bunny, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I am a fluff bunny. I'm putting more chives in this than I am tomatoes. That's what happens when you don't follow the recipe, kids. Stay in school. Or, or, how's that relevant? Anyway, I'll continue answering your questions. Okay, I got another question. How do you get better at casting spells? And how do you stick with it? And please don't say just cast more. I'm going to tell you a few things. The first thing is cast more spells. Okay, don't leave, please, don't leave. That's not serious. No, I just think the thing is that you should work with the spells that you need. You know, when there's something you need or you want, it's going to be so much easier to cast spells. Don't cast spells because you have to cast them. Spells spellcasting, it's about manifesting intention. And it's a practice that you can use when you need it and when you want it. Or even more specifically, when you need it, I guess. So, and when you need something, when you want something, it automatically becomes easier to stick with it. It becomes a natural part of your life. Like, got a problem you need to solve? Sure, you got to do other things about it, but like, if you make it a natural part of your life too, like, yeah, I need this right now. Therefore, I will sit down and cast a spell and focus my intention, and I will do it. You know, it's just like with any other person, but a different schedule. Like, you would. Like, normally, a random person, you know, would just say, okay, I need this, so I will do this. Because that's the natural thing to do. The witch, I guess, finds casting spells a natural thing to do. It's not a forced thing, it's not a weird thing, it's something that needs to be done when it needs to be done. So incorporate it, make it a part of your normal, everyday thinking. And I know that might seem weird at first, but you will get better at it the more you do it, and when you make it a normal part of your life. Also, try to keep it basic. Let's see. I'm growing out my hair. How did you? Let me just tell you a very short story here, and I'm going to make it very short. Once upon a time, my brother and I wanted to be hairdressers, and we didn't get to cut our father's hair, so I cut my own. More specifically, my brother cut my hair, and he cut it this short. You know, let me show you something. I have this way of checking my hair length. Yeah, my hair was approximately this short after it was done, and my mother came running into the room. Was just like, Maya, what are you doing? And I'm like, I didn't mean to. So I just grow out my hair by just not cutting it, and by not cutting it, I mean I will go to the hairdresser every once in a while because my mother is like, Maya, we need to go to the hairdresser. Just make it even. So I will cut just about this much. Or maybe less. And just, the most important thing is that you just keep it even. But right now this is a very random Q&A stuff. I want to get better at witchcraft, but I don't really need that many things. I'm starting out at witchcraft. What do I need? Those are actually two great questions. Just saying. Here's the thing, you don't need a lot. Getting better at witchcraft is more at focusing your intention and getting used to using your personal energy. Familiarize yourself with your personal energy. You can do that by getting to know yourself better and like aspects of your personality. You can do that by seeing how you respond to certain situations and what emotions you feel and to what extent you feel sensations and emotions in your body when you're doing stuff. When you touch something, what does it feel like? That's my personal take on it. And then you can combine it with herbs, crystals. I would say those are the very most basic things to start off with, or symbols and sigils. Those are very basic things you can use. But anyway, I think this is starting to go somewhere now. I am intending to show you guys the soup, but don't laugh at me, okay? I'm a newbie, I think the only last thing I need now is pepper. Yay. Making that soup, yo! Okay, that doesn't sound cool at all. Look, I tried. Isn't that what Americans always say? No? Okay. Never mind then. And I know a knife isn't the most ideal thing for this, but it's going to have to do for now. Okay. I'm starting to think the soup is ready now, but not quite yet. So, hey, Sarah! Hey, Sarah! Oh, sorry. Sorry if I was high-pitched right there. I'm so sorry. Okay, Okay, maybe we should pause the questions there. I mean, I kind of want to take off the soup right now, but I kind of don't want to because you never know. I'll see if I can give you guys, like, a look. I just don't want to ruin the setup for this camera because it was amazing! Okay. Don't see the rest of my kitchen. There you go. Did you see it? You see it? I know it doesn't look the most delicious right now, but when it's ready and when I make it the way I usually make it, which is a lot more tomatoes, then I have a great time eating it. I'm just gonna put you back here so that I can see your comments. Well, I'm glad to hear that you guys think it looks decent. Thinks it looks nice. I think I'm kind of done with this now. I mean, I don't want to stall. What soup bowls should I? All right. Okay, guys, we're ready. We're ready for this. Okay. Woo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Can you see it? I know it doesn't look very delicious from the angle. I should probably try to turn the camera. I can turn the camera. There you go. Woohoo! That's the soup. It looks a lot more yellow than it usually does. It usually has a lot more tomatoes. Like, honestly. I love tomatoes. So yeah. But that's just my hardcore cooking skills, if you know what I mean. Not really, but oh well. Wait. The question is now, where should we take it? Let's bring it to the table. Ooh. And then just eat some. It's gonna be interesting. Sorry about this, guys. Da. Need some spoon. I'll take a tiny spoon, thank you very much. And booyah! Ah. Yum! For those of you who are wondering what it's called, it's my own made recipe. It's like me just winging it completely. And if you guys want to know the recipe, I can add it to the Facebook group for future reference. And I can share it in the description by the time we're done with this live stream. Now I'm gonna taste it. It tastes a little bit more than it usually does. It's a lot of salt, a lot of oil, but I love salt and I love oil. 10 out of 10 would do it again. That was amazing. So now that we have our Samhain food... Ah! No! My spoon! My spoon. So the thought with this is that this is sort of like the opening of the Samhain celebration, if you will. And maybe I will do some playing on this thing. Let's play a few notes. Just to, like, raise some energy. I don't know if it will be efficient, but... just... you can use music to focus on tones and, like, focus on energy. I think it's pretty brilliant. I know this may appear kind of weird or something, but, like, I don't know about you guys, but I think just focusing on one thing and just learning to do that and doing that can, like, train your mind in, like, a special way, and, like, paying attention to just something can really help you understand your relationship to energy. I really need to develop some skills. That was my attempt. What was I thinking now, by the way? Yes, I was thinking of cleansing this room. And by cleansing this room, I mean just cleansing the space. I will get something really quickly. And we're making it real simple. I'm going to drag out some jasmine incense because that's all I have to work with right now. I didn't mean clamsing, I meant cleansing. Cleansing. So, I'll do that by using some incense. No, alright, fine. Let's hope that this match will live a long, long life. Not really, but a long enough life. Okay, so this is kind of like, I've never really cleansed by using this before. I'm shaking! Okay, let's just wing it. Kind of creating a lot of smoke now. Ha! See? That's how we do it. Okay, so yeah. To those of you who are wondering what cleansing is, it's basically cleansing a space. The spiritual way, I guess, with like sage, incense. So right now it's emitting smoke, and I'm just trying to sense that kind of. Trying to pay attention to the energy of the room and the space. And I'm just keeping it in this area. Just sort of like, just because this is where we'll be working anyway. I guess this is the time where I should be thanking the elements or something. Ye lords of the watchtowers of the east. You lords of air. But, I'm not bringing the elements into this quite yet. I mean, that's going to be for the ritual. It's so nice. I don't know, do any of you guys do this? And if you do, tell me how you do it. Have been learning about Wicca over the last few months. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. Can you recommend how to determine the best videos to learn? That should be a video in and of itself, I think, but... Or maybe not. It depends. I would say... this can be kind of an unpopular opinion. I truly do believe... I do believe that content quality in terms of technical quality does matter. That's not to say that low quality that's not to say that low quality in terms of technical things like audio. I mean, that doesn't mean that the knowledge in the video isn't good. What I am saying, however, is that it's going to be a lot more comfortable to watch, and I mean, it appears the better quality in technical terms, the more, ethos. The first thing that comes to mind to me is ethos. Like, some people say that knowledge doesn't care about, like, technical quality. I've heard that saying multiple times, but, it makes it easier to watch, and it creates, sort of like the feeling amongst viewers that, oh, this is, like, this is quality. Determining the quality itself, though, is kind of hard. I mean, how are you really supposed to determine it? But what I would say is, I mean, I was about to say, the one thing that would be fishy for me when it comes to videos is when people make things very specific. And I'm not talking that there shouldn't be enough information, but like I sort of oversimplify my concepts because that's really as simple as they need to be. I think some people are just like, do this exact thing and it'll be perfect. At the same time, when you learn about Wicca paganism and witchcraft and you do a year in a day, for example, the courses are going to be very specific usually. Like, what days of the month are best for doing this kind of spell. They're going to go into astrology and numerology and like the magic of numbers, the magic of days, the magic of certain times. It can get very specific. You know what? I need some time to think about that. So, but thank you for asking the question. It is a really good question. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to leave soon. Oh no! Oh no, I'm so... It's so sad that some of you guys gotta leave soon. We have been doing this for over an hour, though. Okay, so you guys have some input on how you do cleansing. That's great. Yeah, I use YouTube, but some videos are harder to follow than others. That's how I found this channel. Yeah, I do agree. I think the one thing I find the most frustrating about videos on YouTube is that the videos are always so long. Am I the only one? Like, it's like the shortest amount you will find kind of is like 10 minutes, and I'm like, I usually don't go over 10 minutes. I think the only video I've done over 10 minutes recently is my working with water, my deeper understanding video, and that one is 12 minutes. But I try to not make videos longer than, 10 minutes, and I usually make them 6 minutes. Because it's better that way, in my opinion, and there can be a lot of useful information in videos like that, but I personally don't like those long videos. That's why I was also kind of hesitant to start doing live streams, because I'm not the long video type of person. But yeah. Hi, I managed to see you. Thankfully, I was running late. Nice to see you guys too. Yeah, sure. Those of you who need to leave, I completely understand. Like, just go about your day, but I'm happy to have had you guys here. Okay, I think I'm starting to be done with this cleansing kind of thing now. That's actually kind of nice to keep it there. Although it does become a lot of incense at some point. I'll keep it there for a little bit longer. And what is my thought next? That's a good question. So this is sort of like the starting phase. I'm now soon thinking of bringing out some altar stuff. And after that, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. But if you guys want to see me set up the altar before you go, or before I go, and start getting ready for things, then comment down below and say yes. Because that was my original thought, actually. Your chair just broke, I'm assuming you said? Ah. That's unfortunate, man. Okay, so I'm seeing a yes here for altar setup. Yes, of course. I also see, I totally related to that working with water video. I work solitude water. It is my element, but I'm really scared that I'll step on something in a lake. Things like that. I have a fear of deep oceans. I'm still so happy to see that people can relate to that video. Thank you so much for telling me. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, so a lot of you are hyped for this stuff. How did it correct to solitude? Yeah, I was about to question that. I was like, this doesn't work, but with. Okay, great. I realize I'm talking a lot right now. I should be eating. Answer one question, by the way, before we get to the altar setup. I'm gonna eat this. We're gonna get to the altar setup thing soon. If you're eating something, what are you eating right now? Or if you're preparing for Samhain, what are you preparing? Or, I guess you're watching this video. Ah. Oh, it's so salty. I love it. It's like the thought that's going in my head right now, just like, these people are sitting here watching me eating food. It's all part of life, though. I'm thinking, what should I have on the altar? I'm at least thinking lights, a bell. I should have had black, red, and white candles for life, death, and rebirth. Because the altar setup always changes. Like, yeah. It's not always good to tell. But one thing, I will keep it something. Okay. Alright, I see more and more people need to leave soon. So I will soon get to the altar thing. Oh yeah. Totally relate to having school. Okay. You know what? I'll eat the rest later. There's not much left, but I don't want to rush it. So that was kind of the intro for this. Now, guys, I will leave you here a little bit longer. If you have some extra questions, make sure to ask them. I'm just going to go to my room and find some things. Very quickly, hopefully. The pumpkin can entertain you in the meantime. Ah! Look at this. Ooh. That's intense. I'll be right back. Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah, I see you guys. Okay, whoa. I see you guys are talking with Pumpkin-kun, Pumpkin-san. A little bit of Japanese in there. He likes talking to people. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think he's enjoyed staying here at least. So I got some candles, and then some seeds. I've got them over here. It's the moment of truth, y'all. It's the moment of truth. Time to set up some altar. Just trying to put everything in its place. Harder than it seems. But now I actually became inspired. You know, doing this live stream actually inspired me because it kind of just made me jump into it. And sometimes I need to do that just to, you know, make it work. Although I'm terrible at it, I'll be honest. Okay, so I brought the cauldron as well. Don't worry, guys, if you want to see it, I will show you. But I just needed to bring it sort of into, yeah, over here. Okay. Let me see this. This is what I have thus far. It's not very beautiful yet, but that'll change, won't it? I hope. let's hope it does. Sorry, needs a little bit of adjustment here. So, I hope you can see it decently now. And if you can, just shout. I'm gonna have to take off my headphones for a bit, just so that I can, fix some things. Ha ha ha. Easiest 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Ah. You can see it? Okay. That silver candlestick looks like a space rocket. Okay, space rocket, that's nice. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. La la la. Okay. Is it starting to look like something, guys? Is it starting to look like something? I mean, I have something in the background here. Don't pay attention to that. Honestly, I'm just a mess. So yeah, it's starting to look like something now. Like, dang, I'm pretty happy. I'm so happy about this cloth. I'm just, yes. So, okay, Mr. Pumpkin, come over here, will ya? Ah, yeah, I know, I'm grabbing you by the face, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There you go. So that's what it looks like right now. Yeah, you know what? I see you guys talking about the cloth. Yeah, I know. I'm so happy about getting it. Like, I feel complete now. So, where should I place? You know what? I'll place you. No, not here. Not here. No. I'll place you back here. It's not the most beautiful place, but it's doable. And, looks lush. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can say it does. I'm thinking, it's kind of bare. You know what? I think I'll bring the elements into this. Give me a sec. I know you can see my face. I'll be back in a sec. Fire! Fire! Huh. Put them more apart. It's dusty. I've never tried a setup like this before. Oh, by the way, some of you are leaving now? Oh yeah, good night, guys. Good night to numerous jazz. Yes, I know it's probably getting kind of late, or something for you guys. something about this seems off. Here are the elements. It's air, fire, water, earth. But there's something off. It doesn't feel quite right, I guess. Maybe I should place the pumpkin somewhere else and then try to place the elements around them like I usually do. Okay. Try to put the element of fire in front of here, and the element of water here by the side. Yeah, this is starting to look like something. I'm probably gonna change the incense up a bit because the cauldron should be there for a reason. If it's going to have anything to do with the I think I'll keep my pumpkin friend in front. There you go. You know what, guys? I think this is going to be my basic altar setup. And then I'm going to clean everything around me and all that stuff. But, yeah. I'm invading your private space, am I now? Am I not? I was kind of close to this thing. Why are you using a seashell? Because the element of water is represented by, seashell. So I don't use seashells very often, but it's a good physical, hardened representation of the ocean and water. So, I don't know what you think about that altar setup, guys. It's very basic. But I'm thinking of going with that, basically. And, yeah. There's the cauldron, there's the elements, there's the Mr. Pumpkin, and there are candles. One mini candle for the element of fire. And yeah. I mean, there's nothing left for me to share specifically now. So I hope you guys have been able to have all your questions answered. I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure to comment down below what you learned that was new. Some of you will probably be like, oh, I learned that Maya can cook a soup. And that's right. That's one thing you've learned, probably. So, we are long overdue, I guess is what you say. I was thinking this was going to be 45 minutes. It wasn't. It's way more than that. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to share right now, guys. I have shared all that I can share. And I should start getting on with the celebration now, actually. So, I guess I'll be signing out now, unless you have some very few last-minute questions before I go. Which you don't need to have. It's only if you have some. I should probably eat some more of the soup before we do anything else. So yeah, I will stall for 1 minute, waiting for you guys to answer my my question. If you have any question, that is, of course. Yeah. It looks like the things are already done. So I'm glad to hear that you guys thought this live stream was fun. It turned out a little bit different than I thought it would, but I am glad to hear that you liked it. I hope you guys liked it, the rest of you, and I had a lot of fun with this. This is different from anything I've ever done. I've never really shown the introduction to my celebration ever. But if you guys like more live streams, I can get better at them. I can be more concise. I can be, I can get better at this. I feel like it's a craft I need to master. Just like witchcraft. So, yeah, that was basically all I had to share, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and for staying here with me throughout all of this. I hope you guys will continue to have a nice night and a nice day. And, yep, I hear some of you saying, or see some of you saying I should do more live streams. I will consider it. I know that it's something a lot of people like these days, so yeah. But yeah, should we do the typical My Pagan Life ending? Okay, let's do it. If you like this video, then make sure to comment down below and like, unless a lot of you have done it already. Make sure to make sure to like and share this video with others to spread the word. Yeah, until next time, guys, blessed be. Thank you so much for celebrating or watching with me. Bye! And now, to end this live stream. Peace. I'm trying my best. Bye!